stuff to use around to say, oh, maybe it's true. And what was that? Remember the conversation around the state creation that they are currently, state police, state creation, and other stuff they are doing with that their trashy 1999 Decree 24. Yeah, good. So it was then reported in some section of their media that the senators concluded on approving 12 new states. They even said Ijebu state. Anyway, so Abduningi, the guy that got suspended for exposing the padded budget of 2023. Right. That was it 2023 or 2024? February, I think. You know Abduningi? So he's part of the committee that is looking into this, their state creation, constitutional amendment, and all that. So he said, no, they had no such plan. That was an opportunity for Akpabiole to jump in and said, oh, it's those social media people. Social media will break Africa if nothing is done about it. Obsession, a bit paranoia. Let's first listen to Lingi in that their chamber this morning. This was while they were harassing, assaulting Natasha, preventing her from resuming the same Senate. Inside the Senate chamber, Lingi first, please.
I will read. And the order says, by the indulgence of the Senate and the leave of the Senate President, a senator may make a personal explanation, although there will be no question before the Senate, but no controversial matter may be brought forward, nor may debate arise upon the explanation. The terms of the proposed statement shall be submitted in details to the President of the Senate when he is leave to make it a thought. Mr. President.
Yes, proceed.
You recall from Monday last week out to the weekend.
Yes, it's my own.
There has been a ravaging social media report on a purported report that the Committee on Constitutional Review has penciled and proposed 12 states to be created. And therefore, the committee is submitting its report to the Senate. Mr. President, I'm a member of the Constitutional Review Committee. I'm equally a member that attended the zonal conference, the zonal constitutional conference committee in Maiduguri. First, our report from the zonal perspective has not been submitted to the main Constitutional Review Committee, and I've also asked other zonal leaders. Reports have not been tabled, nor submitted to the main committee. It is therefore imperative that the social media report that the National Assembly has penciled 12 states is fake, is toxic, and is an irresponsible media outlet. So it is important, Mr. President, to take this matter to Nigerians that the Senate has not, for now, sat on any committee's report from the zonal levels. The main committee is yet to even received nor evaluate any report. As a member of the review committee, Constitutional Review, we have not. The chairman of the Constitutional Review Committee is sat there, the Deputy Senate President. He has also said there was no meeting. So it is important to tell Nigerians to be aware of fake reports, especially tarnishing the image of this hollow chamber. I so submit, Mr. President.
Well, this is Senator.
I wanted to say nuisance lele, but necessary. That's all he wanted to tell them, to say, no, we have not received the report from the zones to now know what and what we are going to deliberate on. Now, waiting one talk with that. Then I went on to first carry book. A member shall move to, okay, fine, protocol, procedure. After reading that thing, just stop and just say, you know what? We have not, but yeah, they are actors. Do you understand? They are actors. They will act, put drama around something or nothing, rather. And it was, like I said, it was a very good opportunity for Akpabiole, the man that has his own personal, in fact, it's not the only person, there are many. A man that has his own personal phobia for the social media, because it's a place where any of them could end in a very, very bad, precarious kind of, situation. It is a place where their influence could actually deep rapidly whenever their turn, or whenever it gets to their turn. They know it. The impunity in Nigeria, the corruption in that place protects people like him, but still, he knows social media phobia, Akpabiole. But he had to put sinking Africa into it, not Nigeria.
Fake reports in the social media. I've always said that the social media is garbage in, garbage out. So I hope that the way the Africans will use social media will not break the society. That's my only hope. Because you will see where even the appointments will be made, they will go and fake letter-headed paper and write that the person has rejected the appointment, and then they will now rush to people they know and to go and lobby for that same appointment, when the person in question does not even know that he has rejected the appointment. So this is the problem we are having with the social media. And then unfortunately, some people revel in it. They relish in social media. Any small thing, they go to social media. So I do know that the Senate, it's important the public knows that the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria has not even concluded the processes of getting a final report for deliberation on constitutional amendment. And therefore, no single state, proposed or otherwise, has been created. And even if that were to be the case, it will involve all the houses or assemblies in the country. And we must get their 2/3 concurrence before anything can come back to us. And the two chambers, our House of Reps and the Senate, must also be involved. So I've seen some communities holding meetings on how they are going to develop their new states. And because the social media said states have been created for them. I think they said, how many states they said they created? 12 new states. So unfortunately, not one has even there are proposals for state creation, well over 42 or so, but not one has reached a stage where we can even say we have finished zonal deliberations or even finished national deliberation and then transmitted to state houses of assembly and then brought back to the National Assembly for deliberations and thereafter go into various the processes of making amendments or alterations to the Nigerian Constitution are very laborious and very stringent. So please, the public should be aware, as raised by Senator Nengi, that no state has been created by this August Assembly. And every report to that effect in the social media is fake. I hope people are educated with this.
Nuisance leleyi. Nuisance leleyi.
Weary man. He's got phobia. Did you hear the part where he said, and some people, any small thing, they will just rush to social media. He's talking about Natasha. Garbage in, garbage out. But these guys hired hundreds and thousands of sellers, influencers on social media. They pay them peanuts. I wanted to say they pay them well. No. They call it gigs. They pay them as little as 30,000 naira just to make sure that the image of Akpabiole looks good on social media. But yet, whenever it is convenient, They will tell you social media is garbage in, garbage out. This nothing is this or that, but it will break the society. No, the society that social media will break is the society of these criminals, because this is their society. This is what they have created for you. If that breaks, simply means that their legacy project has broken, and that may be a good thing. In fact, it should be a good thing for an enlightened, long-term traumatized people. Now, talking about the alienation. Now, this is not the state creation. Right now in Nigeria, INEC is doing what is called the delineation. That means aligning borders, where you probably think your border persists, your border ends, may no longer be the same place anymore. So they are remapping Nigeria, electoral place and all that. So they've done it with the Shekiris and the Yorubos and all that, and they are not happy with that. So yesterday, they took to their water from all sides to stage their displeasure, because right now, people who used to be on this part, they are no longer there. They've been moved to other parts. Not like they moved their land, but they moved their electoral map around. Tinubu's rigging for 2027 is going to be what you possibly would never understand, or no, not understand. You would never expect, kind of comprehend. So as all of us are talking about, they must do electoral reform. They must do this, this, and that. A lot is going on behind the scene, including this delineation. And not until this guy said, "Why would they do this to us?" They kind of didn't seem to understand why, but they don't like it. You better check your own map. Let's go to that place.
Wahala is from Abuja.
So some group of people sat down and they brought out their pen and they started mapping places and say, you know what, this one, move it here. So we won't call it Shekiri land anymore. It will be called these people's land. And we are talking about lands with crude oil left, right, and center. But for political power and other stuff, they've put these communities, they have always been doing that though. So they've put communities at loggerheads, with each other. Politicians, And somebody said, what was that? Was that a river or the road? No. That, in fact, right, was like a spill from the ocean. That was real ocean ahead there. So that was the bank of that, which you can easily call the beach, but of course, I don't know what they use that for. That spot you saw there. Because after that bridge, that long bridge there, right, you are going to the IC. Straight up. Or if you want to see a road that turned river, and you'll be asking, is that road or river? And it won't be difficult for you to know. I'll take you to Igbohoshaki Ogbomoso Road in Oyo State, the state of it, as at today.
ọ̀nà láti Ṣakí sí Ìgbòho mọ́ o kò sí ọ̀nà láti Ọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀ sí Ìgbòho mọ́ rárá o omi ti gba gbogbo ọ̀nà o. báyìí a wà níbi kò jẹ́ bí a wà níbi ojú ọ̀nà odò Ògùn níbi odò Ògùn la wà báyìí o ó ti já pápátá ni kò sọ́nà tí mọ́tò lè gbà kọjá o ìyẹn tó bá wà ní Ṣakí kódà ìbá ti ara ẹ̀ gbàgbọ́ ní o kò sọ́nà rárá ni o kò sọ́nà o ẹ má gba Ọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀ wá o títí ìkíní la wà báyìí ó ti gé méjì o ó ti gé pápátá ní báyìí o ẹ bá kọ́ọ̀lù attention àwọn ìjọba wa o.
So that's a link bridge on that popular, state road. I'm not sure if it's state road because Nigeria is a very funny place, right? Just like we have, no, not like we have them here. Here you have the trunk A, trunk B, trunk C roads. So trunk A roads are considered as the federal government roads. So trunk B, please correct me if I'm wrong. So B is that of the states. Trunk C are meant to be the local roads, the community roads and all of that stuff. So in Nigeria, they used to battle who is going to do the road. Even though the people themselves are supposed to be like Nigerians, right? However, they will be saying that, how come this road has been like this for the past 30 years? They will say, don't blame the governor. It is a federal road. And you'll be wondering like, okay, do you have federal people and state people? So they always fight over who is to fix the road. Federal road, state road, or local government road. So that particular one is, I believe,